Okay, so in today's video, I wanted to talk about my very first side hustle because, sometimes people are not sure where to get started and they're wondering, what should I do? What can I do to make it a profitable side hustle? And I'm just like, just start. And to tell you the truth, my very first side hustle was selling my used textbooks on eBay, and actually it was an eBay affiliated website called half.com. I don't know if it still exists. I will check and let you know when I'm editing this video. I don't know if it still exists, but basically when the semester ended, I would take my books and list them on half.com. Sometimes they would be listed both on half.com and eBay, and then maybe a few weeks later I'd get a notification that my book had sold, and then I'd walk over to the post office, which was really close to my dorm. And at this time I was in college. This was when I was doing my undergrad. This was in the early to mid 2000s. I graduated college in 2006, and so I would go to the post office, put those things in an envelope and mail it to the person that had bought the book, and then I would have the money deposit in my bank account. And those times were balling times because sometimes people buy my book for $40, $50, $20, whatever I had listed it for. Usually there would be a suggestion for you to list your book for, and so I would go ahead and do that. You would be like, there's this book, if it's in a used condition and it's like new, then it's between $20 and $40. And so I'd pick a middle point and I set the price for my book, and I sold books that way. But that, even back then, I didn't know what a side hustle really was. Then when I went to grad school in 2009, I decided to actually start experimenting with business. That's when I began to be really interested in business. I had began to be interested in business around 2008. I took an MBA class, and I remember the professor in the class saying that you don't go to school simply to get a degree and go work for somebody, but you go to school so that you can acquire skills and knowledge that you can use to create problems that will actually make your life better and which will make you rich. And I had never heard that before, because my entire life, all I had known was go to school, get a degree, get a good job. That was all I knew. The idea of entrepreneurship was not even a thing. But when I was about to go to grad school in 2009, I was like, I want to do this. And so my second side hustle was actually, I bought a consignment of wallets. And I think I bought it from liquidation.com and I basically sold them on eBay. So same thing, I had a camera, because at that time I didn't know any better. So I took a camera that I had, it was a digital camera that I had. I took pictures of these wallets and I put them on eBay. They were different colors, but back then I did not even know how to price properly. I did not even know that I needed to add a little bit of extra money so that when I mailed it out, because people would have to pay for shipping, right? I would have to pay for shipping. I didn't even know to charge people shipping, but I tried it anyway. I made some money from it. I don't think I made a whole bunch of profit from that venture, but it was really good experience. And then number three, my third side hustle was actually selling courses on eBay, and that's when I finally began to get a hang of actually selling online and making money online. So as you can see, I've come a long way. These days I make thousands of dollars when it comes to my side hustle, and I'm super grateful for that. So what have I learned from running all these side hustles over this long period of time? The biggest lesson I've learned in all these years of running side hustles and now running a business that makes thousands of dollars a month is that nothing takes off quickly. Like, nothing takes off quickly. A lot of the time when you see people that are really popular, really famous, even here on YouTube or in the blogging world, any social media platform, social media celebrity, they haven't just come into that. They haven't just jumped from nowhere into that. A lot of the time there has been a lot of background work. There has been a lot of preparation, a lot of things that you never saw, a lot of things that they've tried and failed at, and finally what they're doing now is working. And usually that's what we see. And then so because of that, people tend to be like, oh, you know, this thing is not happening as fast as it happened for this other person, and so maybe I'm stupid and I need to stop this. But my encouragement to you is that, having been a blogger, for instance, for the last for almost 4 years now, I started my blog in 2014, I have to say that it is worth it to stick it out. It is really, really worth it, because now when I think about the fact that if I had quit 2 years after I started my blog, even if I had quit last year, the things I'm beginning to see right now, I wouldn't have seen them. I wouldn't have known them, you know. So it's important for you to realize that nothing takes off quickly. You know, you'll try a lot of things and they will fail. Embrace that process, embrace it as part of the learning. I've lost money, you know, I'm not saying go out there and lose money, especially when you don't have money. I've lost money on ventures that I thought, well, it was not thousands of dollars, thankfully, like a few $100s on ventures that I thought were going to take off, that did not take off. But all in all, it was all a learning experience. I made all those mistakes, and so I know, and I get to share them with you, so you don't make the same mistakes. But embrace the learning process, embrace the journey. You will eventually get to where you want to go, and when you get there, trust me, it is amazing. And so if you're probably wondering, oh my goodness, I don't know how to start, I don't know where to start, I would say just start. I recently wrote a blog post, 10 unique ways to make money with Amazon in 2018. I'm going to link it down below this video. Go read that post, because I think in that post, a lot of you that are wondering as to what to do for a side hustle will find a side hustle in there. There's so many. Actually, this whole channel is about side hustles and making extra income, and so you can find ideas upon ideas. But if you're looking for an idea, I'd say go check that out, because I think Amazon really is a great opportunity for us right now. Alright guys, so yeah, I just wanted to do this video to tell you what my first 3 side hustles were. Let me know, do you have a side hustle? Have you tried a side hustle? What side hustles have you tried in your life? Leave them in the comments below. Alright, see you soon. And remember, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell beside the subscribe button, so that every time I put out a new video, you get a notification. Alright, thanks for hanging out with me. Jean Ontra, out.